Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about some tips that I have learned when it comes to saving money and just kind of being aware of what you're doing in regards to your money. So first off, now if you're not the type to use paper, you're trying to be green, totally fine. But if you can, and you want to, save your receipts, and not only save them, but keep track of them. I have a few people that I know who will have all their receipts for the week or the month, and then they kind of like write it out on a piece of paper, or they put it into a spreadsheet as a way of just keeping an eye on just what it is that they're spending their money on. I find this is nice when you want to just start becoming aware of what you're spending, because we buy things online, in person, whatever. We buy things without paying attention sometimes. That can result in spending a lot of money without realizing it, and then checking your bank account and seeing,
Oh, I only have $10 left. Oh, how nice.
and by looking at the receipts and just getting an idea of what your spending is, it can help you to just become more aware. Now, if you're like,
But Zoe, I'm already aware of what I've spent. It's the budgeting and the numbers themselves that I just can't even know. I don't even want to touch.
the good news is that there are apps specifically made for money and budgeting and planning, all that stuff. Basically everything in regards to money. And some of them are even free. An app that I use that I find really helpful just to keep me aware and in shape is called Every Dollar. You budget out what you're going to spend, and regardless of whether or not you spend it, it has everything. So it has all your income, and it has everything you're buying and you're spending, and any debt you may have, all that jazz. It has it all lined up for you so that you can just go,
Oh, I did this last week and I was not supposed to do that.
or
Oh, okay, I have $30 that I can spend because I just got more from this gig that I did.
the only caveat, the free version, you have to insert the transactions yourself. So it would be like just putting out a receipt on, writing out your receipts on paper, but with an app. If you want to do the paid version, it is very helpful because it connects to your bank automatically, and then you can just take the numbers that are already there and put them towards whatever it is you want to spend, what are your priorities. The nice thing about it is that it allows you to be flexible. It doesn't say this is your budget, this is what you must stick to. It says this is your budget as of right now. Every dollar has been accounted for. What's next? Now, if you're like,
Apps are nice and receipts are nice, but I don't want to really use my card unless I have to.
then consider a cash system. Cash system simply means like you get an envelope, you write groceries on it. You take out however much you want to spend for groceries, and you put it into that envelope, and you stick to that envelope. This is something that is very useful because it really shows you what you're spending. When it comes to online spending, it's so easy to say,
Oh, that's $20. I have $20 in the bank. That's easy.
versus if you had to actually hand over $20 to someone. That's a little harder to do. So, cash system doesn't have to be envelopes, but some way of organizing cash so that you have like an envelope for groceries, an envelope for entertainment, an envelope for just the regular everyday, I need this money on hand just in case something happens and I have to use money. Now, of course, this doesn't necessarily mean that online spending is going to be able to happen that way, but if you're not doing as much online spending, if you're doing more in-person purchases, the envelope system, I used it when I studied abroad, and it was so useful. It just kept me accountable, and it made it really easy to literally see what I truly could spend. Not just what I wanted to spend, but what I could actually spend. So, as you may have noticed, this video did come out a little later than normal. Instead of the 14th, like the every 2 days, it's going to start coming out every 3 days. And that would be because it's getting a little stressful over here with school, and I want to keep helping you guys. I just can't do it every 2 days now. So once the stress dies down, I'll probably go back to a video every 2 days, but for now, it's going to be closer to a video every 3 days. If you like this conversation, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you have suggestions of your own, any tips and tricks of your own, I am so happy to hear them. Please leave a comment. And as always, feel free to check out my channel. Hit that subscribe button if you want to. I look forward to seeing you again, and stay awesome.